Hi, this is Conni, I'm with ClickCollective, and I want to welcome you to my living room / home recording studio. In this little video series, I would like to give you a good overview of what software and hardware to get for your own home recording setup and how to properly piece everything together, as well as some good to know audio-specific background knowledge. This series consists of 6 episodes covering computers and interfaces, recording software, microphones, the different kinds of cables and signals, headphones and speakers, as well as room setup. To begin with, there is one very important thing I need to mention. The circumstances in your living room, bedroom, or wherever you're building the home recording setup will never be ideal. The only thing we can do is to adjust certain factors as good as possible and to compromise on certain things. Whether that is expensive equipment we cannot afford at the moment or acoustic properties of the room that we cannot change. But I'm sure if you follow along these videos, your home recording setup will work just fine. In this graphic, you can see the main components that are required to record yourself at home. The heart of all these items is a computer. Generally, modern Macs and PCs are both equally equipped to perform small audio recordings. So if you already have a computer, I'm sure it will be sufficient. But if you're looking to buy a new computer for your setup, here are a few things to consider. Mac stands for reliability, as it offers standard and good components and a stable design, and it is not leaving much to choose from when buying one. A standard MacBook comes with 8 to 16 GB of RAM, which is enough for smaller recordings. Apple also offers music production and recording programs on their devices, such as GarageBand and Logic, that will not run on a standard PC. I will be talking more about these programs in the next video. Generally, Macs are a great choice for audio operations. There is one big downside, however, which is the price. Most audio programs will run just as good on your PC as on your Mac. But if you choose to buy a PC, you will have way more different offers and tons of different components to choose from. You could pick the very best quality components and assemble a super strong dream PC. However, if you're not a computer expert, you might want to stick with the Mac for your home recording needs. A computer alone does not do the trick though. You need a device that pre-amplifies your signals so they're on a good level to be recorded, and that device then converts your analog signal that comes from microphones or instruments into digital ones that can be read and recorded by your computer. For the purpose of home recording, I recommend getting a USB interface, as it can easily be connected to your computer via USB port. And if you have a new Mac, like I do, you can just simply buy these interfaces with a Thunderbolt connection as well. There are plug-and-play interfaces, as well as those who need an extra driver installed. That means you have to install a piece of software in order to provide the communication between the interface and the motherboard of your computer. It usually only takes a few minutes and it is very easily done. Interfaces with their own driver are better in performance and provide much lower latency when converting analog signal into digital and back. Another thing to consider is the number and the kind of ports an interface has. Ask yourself, how many mic or instrument signals do I want to record simultaneously, and how many outputs for speakers or headphones do I need? Here are some examples for small audio USB interfaces that offer pretty much all you need for your own home recordings. All of them already come with some kind of free software, which is great for beginners. First off, the Steinberg Ur22 for about 130 euros. It comes with Cubase AL and it has 2 mic preamps that can be switched to instrument inputs. We will cover the differences of these signals and inputs in one of the following videos. It also comes with a line output for a pair of speakers, a headphone output, and it has MIDI in and outputs for MIDI devices such as synthesizers or MIDI keyboards. Next we have the Focusrites Color 2i2 for about 145 euros, and it comes with a free version of Ableton Live First. It has 2 mic preamps as well that can be switched to an instrument preamps. It also has a pair of line output for speakers and a headphone output. If you want to make a bigger long-term investment into your recording and mixing career, the Apollo Twin for about 1,100 euros will be great for you. I have it here. And it offers really good preamps for mics or instruments, 2 of them plus 1 extra hi-hat input for instruments. It also has a great headphone amp and very low latency, and it comes with many awesome Universal Audio UAD plugins. This one has different outputs for comparing your mixes on different speakers. I have my main pair of speakers here plus an extra mono speaker for comparing it on mono and smaller speakers. Maybe you don't need this at the beginning, but later you maybe want to compare mixes on different speakers. So this is one thing to consider when buying an audio interface. Now that we've talked about our computers and our audio interfaces, let's talk about the digital audio workstation, the software that you need to run on your computer in order to record something.